Hey everyone, Deadpine here. Welcome back to Skyvault, episode 78 here. I'm back from vacation. I'm super refreshed. We're level 50. We've got a lot of cool things to go over in this episode and a lot of tests to show off, as well as some pickaxes to make, some base changes to show. It's going to be a really great time. I'll see y'all in there. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so I'm back from my vacation. This is my creative world. Instead of going on in testing stuff in an overworld, I didn't duplicate my world. I just sort of made it its own thing, cheated a bunch of stuff in, all that good stuff. The entire purpose of this was to test mining speeds that are effective against chests for our big pickaxe, kind of crafting session here. Some unfortunate bad news is I don't think we're gonna have enough mining speed upgrades for our actual pickaxes, or we're not gonna have enough jewels for what we need to do. But I just want to show you. I just want to show everybody how I kind of set up the test. If you want to do this testing yourself, creative upgrades, creative vendor upgrades, really nice from drawers. Pop them in. You get infinite out of an item out. So if you wanted to craft stuff, you can pull out infinite, put a bunch of stuff in, keep crafting. So I did that to craft a bunch of jewels. And then I went through and found some reasonable jewels that were kind of, average here. Or not average, some really good jewels to slowly ratchet up the mining speed to test incrementally what speeds would work and where. And this information may be available in the Discord. And I'm sure other folks have done this. I didn't feel like looking it up. I felt like testing it myself. So, yeah. And then just a few other things. Efficiency 5. I did forget efficiency 5 at the start, which is kind of funny. And to put like haste 2 on. So I was like, why is this taking so many? I ran out of pick durability before I could start insta mining stuff. So the results are where am I at here? So this one's only for ornates. I can only get ornate going at roughly 50. That's 50.6. So ornate's still the toughest. And yeah, we could just do this one. So ornate's about 50, or somewhere between 48 and 50. Gilded was about 42, maybe a little bit lower. I bet you these could be like 40, 50, 30. It's probably most likely what they are, if I had to guess. And then living was the other way. And then living was 30. So my goal was, and then I just had these mechanism pipes set up to refill the chest, so I didn't have to keep placing them. But my goal was, I think, to make, or like, my final tool setup would look something like this, where we have a melded paxel, or a paxel, with axing, picking, shoveling, living chest, wooden affinity, and if I had extra stuff, this is where my item quantity would go. So that's actually a good example of my item quantity there. And the reason for that is wooden and living is kind of the stuff you want quantity, not quality from. It feels, at least for me, it feels like that way. Like, affinity has the eggs, I guess. Wooden chests have the vault diamonds, but like I just want stuff from these chests. I don't necessarily want good stuff from these chests. So I feel like quantity is better focused on those, while quality is better focused on gilded and ornate. So that's kind of where I was trying to go with this. This one doesn't need to be very fast to instant mine living. The problem with this one, though, is that we would run into the issue that I would mine anything behind the living chests, which is a thing I think I'm willing to put up with, for sure. I think that's something I'm willing to put up with. I'm actually not even interested in necessarily insta mining these. We could do something like we just open them and loot them normally, and then of course you still can break these like so. These are the ones that I would like to get item rarity on. Again, if there's room, and I think insta speed is still the most and foremost priority. I did, however, on this one where I had ornate, coin, and gilded, I couldn't get enough mining speed on there. We're about 4 short, give or take. Now, if I had haste 3, maybe, but that's not to level 70 as a natural, and then I had to run an idle if I wanted to pass that. So I don't know how that's going to affect it in general, but yeah, it's not quite enough to get there with those. So we'll see. We could also just get really lucky with some jewels. Like, we have 250 size, and I was using an 11, or sorry, for this one, I was using a 4.1 at 19, which is, I think, pretty good, but also maybe not the most efficient. I've got a couple back at my base in the regular world That's our like 5 for about 15, I think they were. I reorganized it, so we'll have to check. But if we get a couple of those, maybe we can get this to instant speed. And then what I would do after that is I would put a bunch of copious on a hammer and go from there. So there's copious gems that you can get and use that specifically for mining vault ore, vault rock, all that stuff in general. So that would be the goal. That would be the goal. I don't know what we're gonna have here. We might have to go do some more jewel hunting before we can actually even do that. But yeah, so I just wanted to show off this test world, show you my thought process, where we're at, because I wanted to do this now that we hit level 50. I wanted to kind of do this right because we're only gonna have 1 or 2 tools from this. But yeah, so I'm going to pause you, hop back into the regular world, which I did some base reorganization. Not everything that's on my list of things to do base-wise, but I did move some stuff around. So we're going to go show that off, make a new tool, and we're going to hop into some vaults. It's going to be a great time. I'll see you back at the main base. All right, we're loaded in. Yeah, so main base redesign here. I moved over the sorting system. We got a nice little countertop area right here. Green kitchen counters. Same concept as before. Works exactly the same as before. I can deposit items. Oh, I forgot to take those out. Put this on the filter here. There we go. Okay, good. Same system as before. Same order as before. So our stuff belt, all of our loot, scavenger items, armor, and jewels. And then this lever, turn it on to flush it all. So that just moved from the center to over here. And the big reason for that was so I could move the main storage system to the center because I want to have access to it for all over. We're not gonna be doing the auto feeder anymore for these. Kind of how these auto feed up there. We're not gonna be doing that anymore. I just want to, maybe for the focuses, maybe I'll auto feed these foci, the faceted ones. But yeah, maybe I'll just feed the foci instead of all the plating and all the bronze, because there's no way to denote which way they should go. But anyway, so I wanted this to be centered so I could have access to it all around, and this was the new system that I set up for our tool station. So I want to be able to have access to there to make Wutodic. I can't say Wutodai. Wutodic mass. Hopefully I said that right. As well as Wutodic silver, all that kind of stuff. I don't know why my brain struggles with that word there. But yeah, so we're going to be able to craft these meldeds. And then these chests, I separated out all of our jewels. So that when we determine that we're going to keep a jewel, we'll organize it into these chests somehow. By type and size. This is just our loose organization here. I put vanilla immortality and durability in the same spot. I don't know why. Just kind of durability based things. This is our picking, axing, shoveling, smelting, pulverizing. This was mining speed. Or this was our doubles, excuse me. This is our doubles and multiple multis. So is our copiously and reach. This is our rarity, quantity, mining speed. I might put the mining speed actually in its... Didn't have an empty one? Yeah, I think I'm going to put mining speed in its own thing. So this is what I was talking about. We have a 10 for 5, 19 for 5. This one's actually really bad. We should probably get rid of it. And that one's not too bad either. So we don't even have enough speed to get instant mining on even living chests here. So I might even just hold off on making tools because our system kind of works here. But I'm not 100% on that. We might change it up. So yeah, I really don't know. Let's craft one. Let's craft one at the minimum and see what we can make first, and then we'll go from there. So let's get this going. So we need some vault gold, we need some silver, we need some vault alloy. We have 24 vault alloy per. I don't know how well we're doing here on that stuff. I know I got some steel. How much chromatic? We got plenty of chromatic. That's been the entire time I was resetting up this base. I was letting everything run, so this had that massive pile from the last few vaults there. Oh, I did want to say, crafted a bunch of crystals. Sorry, I did a lot of weird offline things. This was spread out over 5 hours this morning when I was working on other stuff. Just kind of kept this in the background while I let things process. But crafted a bunch of crystals. We have 4 49s and 6 50s. But we got held up on the chorus fruit. So I don't think there's actually a way to get this in the vault just yet. We might have to do the same thing where we kind of cheated in, go like find a village room. I'm not sure if they're added yet. I should really check the Discord, or if you know. I'm not going to get to this by the time this episode's out, so if you know it, let me know in the comments. I don't have that information ready at hand, so but if those are available in the raw vaults, we can go hunting for them for sure. But as far as I'm aware, I don't think they are at this stage. But yeah, so did get help on that. But we have some crystals to run. I did clear out this of wood and the grass, because this is going to become our vault portal at some point. So I'm going to make a nicer vault portal up here. We're going to have like kind of a trophy area as well. I'm going to put my relics, maybe some armor stands, stuff like that. So this corner and this stairway become more free. And then this corner is going to become more about that catalyst there, as well as runes, all that kind of stuff. And then this platform up here is going to be dedicated to trees now. I needed some birch for one of our trees. So, sorry. Whew, I got back from a 4-day vacation. I'm not used to talking this much. Kind of funny there, but yeah, that's how it goes, I guess. Okay, so that's the reorganization. So this is the start of it. This is subject to change, of course, but starting to spread stuff out a little bit more. Get it going there. But let's get this crafted. So we need gold and this alloy. I don't know how much painite do we have, because I really would like to save that for other things. And how much? We should have a lot of carbon here. Let's craft as much steel as we possibly can and see where we're at. It's got almost 4 stacks, or little over 3 stacks. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's just make a stack of that and call that good. Then I'm gonna need gold, which we should have a little bit of, not a ton of, but we have a little bit of. And I only need to make 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm only gonna make 2 tools here, give or take. Which I think was, I don't remember. It's 24 per. Okay. And then the silver ingot, which I think is this, right? Yeah. Need 8 per. I don't trust myself shift clicking anymore. 6, 7, 8. Okay. That way we don't lose any material that we don't need to miss out on. Okay, so we should be able to craft these. So now we look at... So what I think is going to happen here is we're going to be able to make our Paxel, like our good Paxel, or a decent Paxel, while not being able to finish the scythe that will... Yeah, not being able to finish the scythe that will be our like all-in-one tool there, or our actual chest mining tool there. I think we'll be able to make this Paxel here. Which, again, I would like to be wooden and living affinity, so maybe we focus on that first. And then the other one later. Although the other one does get the benefit of having, like, something like this. So, put this here. That's 10, 14, 14 and a half. Sorry, this... where did I put that one? Did I not take that one out with me? Where did that... Didn't I just have a... Oh, there it is. 14 and a half, 17 and a half there for pretty cheap. I don't think I want to use that one. So 17 and a half plus the base is... So that's plus 9. So we're looking at 26 and a half, and we need 30-ish. So if we can get one that's 4, we could do it that way. And coin affinity doesn't even need anything. We could have this just be for coin piles right off the bat, so we don't have to worry about like mining random junk behind coin piles, which could be interesting as well. Worry that we're gonna have too many tools in our hotbar as well. I am gonna craft. Oh, and then how are we doing the Paxel here first? I guess let's look at that. So this one, we've got a cheap pick. our pick's the cheapest, so we'll do, and our axe is the most expensive, so we'll make it an axe. Yeah, that seems right. There's shoveling plus quantity, which is kind of what we want on there. So maybe we'll do shoveling plus quantity instead. Just to mess around with it, see what happens. And then relatively cheap wooden affinity, relatively cheap living affinity. I think we do that. So we're going to start with an axe. Okay. I guess I need to bring an anvil over here. Yep, that would be handy. Anvil. We could make one of these. It's only 4 black chromatic steel, and it is indestructible, which is nice to have, but I just don't... We have infinite iron. It's just a convenience thing, you know? So it's hard for me to kind of justify that. Yeah, I like the idea of this item quantity, which is what we want to go for. Okay, so we have 169 for other stuff on there, which we would want to have be mining speed, hopefully a little bit. Yeah, some mining speed as well as more item quantity. That's 45 for 0.6, which is just bad. So I think I might leave that as is. I guess the question is, am I putting the speed on this now, or are we trying to save for the... I really would love to be... This one doesn't need to be insta-break. Even for the living affinity. Like, I'm hoping it's going to be at some point, but also... That might have been a waste of the living infinity. Maybe I should have just not put that on there until we were ready for maxing out the speed on both. But I don't think there's any wrong way to do this. I think this is just a get in there, do it. You'll get more jewels later kind of thing. At least I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. Oh, I could have used this one as well. Shoot. That would have been pretty good. Yeah, that probably would have been better than the item quantity. Oh no, that was the item quantity was from the shoveling, huh? Alright, that's fair. I mean, it's actually 25 for more mining speed. So we could just use it now. Which 25 is relatively cheap for the mining speed. I think I like that logic. If I can find out where I put it. Gotta remember my own schemes here. Nope. There it is. Yeah, I think I like that. Because I don't want to put this on the... I don't want to put this on the sickle. Because I don't want it to have wooden affinity. Maybe I do want it to have wooden affinity? I guess if it's cheap enough, we would want that, but... Nah. And we're almost back to where we were. Do we use one of these? It's tough. It's tough. Could use this one. Because these are much better. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Now we're at 17, so we're better. We're better than this Paxel for what we want to do, which is good. We can use this as a backup if we need to. Yeah, we'll use that as a backup if we need to. So, what I'm going to do now, that's our first tool. We can't afford the sickle just yet. I am going to put all of our stuff on. I think I need to repair core these two. Maybe not this one, but this one. Also, I did read all of your comments. There was some armor missed out on there. I'm going to do that from time to time. That's just how it goes. There's so many numbers with the armor. Sometimes it's really tough to keep track of. But I think the general rule of thumb here that'll keep me like kind of maybe not focused, but like prevent me from like making too egregious of a mistake is the more stuff here is usually the better. Now I know there's high enough numbers on like a scrappy or common that can make up for that, but there's a lot of good stuff here to be had. Now we don't really care about avoidance or the soulbound. Soulbound is really helpful, but like we care about the resistance, the armor, and the mana regen, which could theoretically be happening on a common armor, but yeah, it's tougher to get that going, and the less crafting potential. So I think rare and epic is like kind of the sweet spot, and then omegas are nice if you get good rolls, but like they're so expensive to buy back, they might not be worth it in the long run. Also, to point out, because I didn't really realize this, these are vault items now, or rollable vault items, so they don't take durability in the overworld, so they just you don't have to worry about it anymore. And I did test that, so you could just use these in the overworld. You don't have to worry about toggling magnets and having an overworld magnet versus not an overworld magnet, which is really nice to not have to think about, because there's so many times that you just forget to do that, So, good stuff. I'm going to hit this with a repair car. Oh, let's check these as well. What do we got here? Got chromatic steel blocks. That's kind of expensive for that. I'm probably just going to buy that burger to rotate it. Should have enough for that. Yeah. Okay, seals, boots, shield. That's actually a really good shield. It's a level 50 shield. And I think these are supposed to be more tempting these days because you get so much less in the vault. So I think I'm actually going to hold off on that, and we'll go from there. Eat that burger quick. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go enchant this Paxel. We need to get efficiency, unbreaking, silk touch on there. I'm going to go enchant this. Oh, you know what we could do now? We could do the hammer now as well. I really do want higher, decent speed on there, but you don't really need that much speed on the hammer for it to be good. You know what? Yeah, instead of crafting the sickle, why don't we craft the hammer right now? I need 3 more mass. Okay. Because I do want to try this. And these are just much better. They have more repairs. Same durability, just more repairs. And higher capacity, of course. But on this one, I don't know if I want to just jam all the copiously on there. Or what? I don't need the mining speed. We don't need to do that. We don't need trap disarm. We don't need that. We don't need to put a pick. Do we need to put it? I think hammering is pickaxing, if I'm not mistaken. This would be really interesting with a smelting in the overworld. My goodness, that would be really interesting with a smelting in the overworld. I genuinely don't know though. Oh, you do need picking on there. Okay, so you put picking on there. And this one's not very good. So let's do that, then like all this copiously, and just that'll be our starter. Do I need that picking on there for? Feels like I do. Hold on, let's get some. Do I have any ore in here randomly? I do. Huh. Because maybe it works on vault ore. Let me. Can I? Don't know what the hammering implies there. I don't know if I need that on there or not. I'm gonna put it on there and see. This is just testing. Interesting. So I guess you do need that on there. It's weird that you would. I don't know. I don't know about that. That feels weird for some reason. But we are gonna put copiously on this. Whatever we got there. Oh, that's gone already. All right. Make a couple more anvils here. By the way, random little thing. If you right-click in these, in the search bar in this, it clears it. That's how I clear it so fast. So if just type in egg, like I could just right-click and clear it. So if you weren't aware of how I was clearing that so quickly, trying to remember to say little level up things like that. They are relevant. Okay. So I'm gonna put efficiency, silk touch on both of these. I do think that's what I want. I think you could actually really get away with doing not silk touch on this, but I really enjoy having the end of the vault break down all of our stuff. I think that's kind of fun. So I'm doing it for content creation purposes. I do think though, if you did do it the other way, it would be fine. And then this way also I don't have to worry about vein miner and all that stuff with a hammer. And I guess that's the other advantage. You don't have to worry about holding down vein miner to get the extra fortune while you're doing vault stuff, So I might keep that one there. This one will go here, and then I'll swap that into 4. I guess I was gonna go. But anyway, I'm gonna go get prepped up. We're gonna run this vault right here. Just a random one, because it's been a minute since I ran a vault, and I will see you for the vault. Okay, here we go. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. I've been very in the mood to run vaults. We got double zombie here. Oh, the birch trees must have a ungrown sapling, so there's a zombie spawn spot. That's okay. All right, first vault. Oh, I don't think I'm in. There we go. First vault. Here we go. Oh, I've got skill points. I'm going to put that into strength. Yeah. Meant to do that before we left. A relatively okay scavenger. It's got, you know, Creeper Eye is not a guarantee for sure. X marks to start us off. All right. I mean, yeah, not going to complain. Certainly not going to complain. I think I'm just going to go down here. Oh, that's right. You need to be on this. And it's good. All right. Let's go. We have been very lucky with all that. All right. I think I'm going to maybe do this. It's hard to place on top of them sometimes. Oh, my God. Double shield, though? Holy smokes. Okay. That's a bad idea. In fact, we should be opening... Yeah, with slightly more item quantity there. I think if you open, you get it. I think. Okay. We don't need anything from the ornate chest, but that's okay. I'm kind of just curious. I'm not gonna put anything away until we're done. I'm kind of curious as to what we get out of this room. Oh, there's a trap disarm. That little sound there. I'm not sure if you heard it. Was trap disarm. Rude. And we are going to be looking to craft some gear at some point. You know, we gotta get our levels going. I did see that comment as well. We definitely do need to get our levels up and running. So, I mean, yeah, good numbers. Honestly, good numbers. Ran out of mouse pad there. All right, let's keep going west. Let's keep going west here. Let me adjust the mouse pad. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay. Oh, I don't have a coin affinity thing. We should be okay with this. I don't know if it's going to insta-mine it. I did forget about that. So maybe bring that old pack with us just for coin affinities. Alright, don't need anything from those chests, of course, but they're easy enough, might as well. Just... Oh my. Do not die, please. Oh, I missed that. Not good. Okay, I am really shaking off some rust here. Okay, I got lucky. I'll take it. I know when to admit I got lucky, and I got lucky. Okay. That could have gone very poorly for us. Definitely shaking off the rust here. Okay, there's some living. All right, we got to start the living train here. Would not say no to another treasure run at some point as well. That would be really good. At some point, you know. Drown hide, classic. Don't need it right now. Okay. This thing's fast, though, I'll tell you what. How are we looking there? Just wooden? Okay, I'm not going to go out of my way for wooden chests, I think. Ornates, on the other hand, probably should. This is faster now, so it should be faster on the spawners, which is good. It looks like we are back to two-shotting, which is also very powerful. Just do this. That was probably a waste of time. That's okay, though. Faster to do it that way. With the strength 3, which is definitely great. Two-shotting with this sword is fantastic. Might get there in time, might not. We'll see. Got there in time. Nice. Wizard wand. I mean, it's the one chest I don't need, or the, you know, one of the 2 chests I don't need. But good soul value. You know, I'll take that. I will take that. Okay. Let's do this. I'm excited to get our base reorganized a little bit. I'm excited to keep running vaults. I do want to keep power leveling here. I don't know. I'm excited to be back from break and play some Minecraft, grind some Minecraft, you know. We're pretty set as far as farms are concerned in our world. We do need to work on the gold farm. We probably could work on the probably work towards the nether farm as well, you know, get our coal production going, get all that up and running. But I'm excited to do that. But I really want to get into vaults, get some more jewels. I have to try some crafting some crystals again. Running some more gilded runs would be really good for sure, especially if we can get an insta-mining gilded sickle. Even if we can't get the ornate right away, getting it to insta-mine gilded will be very satisfying and very fun. Especially get a little rarity on there as well. So, and maybe I should have made a living chest, gilded chest only sickle, you know. That would have been reasonable, I think. That would have been very reasonable. But we'll see what we get, you know. We'll see what we get in the future here. There's one of our soul charms. That's really good. We need 3 of those. I didn't quite see what that was. I don't think it was very good, though. Okay. What are you worth? All right. I'll take easy wooden chests, I guess. We are gonna start crafting as well. That'll be an interesting thing. I'll do some gold runs. Get some good armor going. We'll have to wait. I want to wait to craft though until we get good implicit levels, and I don't know those off the top of my head, so I'll probably wait till stream tomorrow. Which by the time this episode comes out, that stream will probably be done. But also today, I'm thinking we upgrade to backpacks, just straight backpacks. We have the knowledge stars for it. I haven't felt the need to go into create. Well, we are going to eventually want to do that, but I haven't felt the need to like be in create or refine storage or any of that. So getting to backpacks now will benefit us the longest. And I would love to get the auto feeding upgrade. It frees up a hotbar slot. I don't have to think about it in the vault, which is really nice, or even out of the vault. And yeah, it just gives us bigger bags to work with. I don't even need to upgrade to a full backpack. I think the small backpack will be more than enough, and they're super cheap to upgrade. How bad is this? It's not too bad. That could be worse. That could be much worse. That could be much worse. Yeah. So just upgrading to our belts, or some of our belts, to small backpacks. With the feeding upgrade and whatnot in them, which I think that'd be really good. All right, not gonna worry about those wooden chests. All wooden chests there. Okay, move on here. So yeah, so the vacation we went on, just for some light banter here while we just zip through this vault. Lady Pine went up to Niagara Falls. We stayed on the Canadian side. It was really beautiful. We had a hotel room with a view of the falls, which is awesome. And it was actually really beautiful in the winter. Like, I've been in the summer before. It was many years ago as a kid, but it was really, really nice. We spent like a full day doing like seeing everything, and then we spent the day like we kind of moseyed up, took our time getting there. Went for a couple hikes, stayed at a bed and breakfast. Yeah, it was really good a break of a weekend. Both of our birthdays are in February, so we celebrate. It's basically a big celebration of both of our birthdays combined. And yeah, it was a really good time. It was really fun. And I would recommend, if you've never been to Niagara Falls or you can make it out to Niagara Falls, I would recommend. It is spectacular. But speaking of birthday, also, this weekend, this coming weekend, this episode will be out the 22nd, the 25th, so the Saturday following this episode. I will be doing a birthday celebration stream, as well as our month of January stream celebration. Guess I'll just do this real quick, which will be really fun. Magnum's not the strongest. And yeah, that'll be really good. We'll be doing streaming all day. I think I'm going to start with some Tarkov. Then we're going to hop into some more Sky Vaults or the Magic SMP or whatever we're feeling that day. But it'll be Vault Hunters for a lot of the day. But I also I have a Lego set I would like to build. I do have some nice beer for this time. I didn't have like nice enough beer for last celebration, but it's my birthday, so I want to drink a beer or two. And I got some Magic Packs open, so it's going to be just kind of all around, I don't want to say community day, because I think community day implies I'm going to be playing with people, but just all around, just sort of hanging out, chatting, celebrating my birthday, that sort of thing. So if you're free, stop by. Love to see you. Even just stop by and say hi. But if not, all good. Enjoy your Saturday, you know. Wait. Drowned. Okay. But yeah, no, definitely looking forward to that. Looking forward to playing a little, opening up some Magic cards. I know it's an older set, but Brothers War has been my favorite set to open in recent memory by a lot. It's just been so good. Did not mean to hit that. But here we are. All right, there's some Gilded down there, which you do need those for. But yeah, so I love opening Brothers War. So it is my absolute favorite to open up. We got collector's boosters open, so they're the good boosters. And yeah, it's going to be spectacular. Hopefully we get a serialized card. That'd be really neat and a cool birthday gift to myself. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really fun. And of course I got some cool Lego sets to build. If I feel like that. That's like the lowest priority for me that day. But we'll see how I'm feeling. It's funny, Lady Pine, on our little trip there, Lady Pine and I actually got the mini Yoda Lego set, or the baby Yoda Lego set, or Grogu. Got it. And one night we just were being super lazy, just watched the falls from our room while building Baby Yoda and listening to an audiobook. It was phenomenal. Of course, you have to be into that stuff, which we are, but it was really fun. It was so relaxing. We actually didn't get to finish him. We meant to finish him on our last day, but we just kind of ran out of time and wanted to get home. There is something fierce happening over there. I'll tell you what. There's another charm. There's the charm. Okay, we're good on charms. We're good on charms. How are we doing on bangles? We have one bangle, so one bangle, one creeper eye. We're good to go. The creeper eye is very, very hit or miss. So we'll have to see how that goes. I do want to check out. It really sounds like there's a dungeon over here or something. Like I kind of feel, yeah. There's definitely a dungeon in here, but there's lava, which usually means ornates. Yep. Okay. So not gonna bother with that. I would like that, but I would like to try to get as many living as I can here. So we will see. I got to go back east and then head back yonder. Okay, I'm going to go south one. Well, I got to watch. I watched the VOD of it, but I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was away. But the Pro Tour's back for Magic the Gathering. Sorry, I keep talking about Magic. It's my favorite hobby, of course. Well, not of course, but it is my favorite hobby. But it was really great to see the paper Pro Tour back. I just loved seeing everybody in person, drafting in person, like watching in-person drafts is one of my favorite things. Real physical cards, real pack variety, not digital, just out of this world awesome. I think that might have killed the chest. But yeah, I've been watching the VOD of that while doing some editing and uploading. It's a real treat to see that again. I'm excited for that. And I may actually be heading to Minneapolis for the next Pro Tour, which will be really fun. Because they're kind of like Magic conventions, which is cool. Looks like it didn't actually kill a chest, which is good. Let's get to looting it, I guess. Put that away. But yeah, that was a real treat. Bone shard, not quite. Oh, man, I've gotten 3 epics. Just not. Oh, there's a trap. Another trap disarm sound. Loving that. All right. Got 3 epics though. I've gotten 3 of the zombie brains, which is very difficult to do. But all good. Let's move on. Keep looking for these living chests. Trying to think what else I had to say. I don't know. Play a lot of Pokemon Go. In Niagara Falls, there's a lot of stops, a lot of activities, or a lot of gyms within reach of our hotel room, which was awesome. I got to lay in bed and do it, so that felt good. Ooh, more living, exactly what we want. Sizzle fizzle as well. Okay. Alright, well, we're getting a decent amount of living, but no creeper eye yet. Okay, let's keep going east. Keep going east. Oh, more living. Nice. I mean, we're getting quantity of living chests here. Tell you what. Just gotta not die in the process. Yeah, I think it was actually a mistake to put the living affinity on this chest. Without insta mining, it's not worth. And then maybe we could have gone for a gilded living insta miner relatively sooner. We still can. It was a really cheap living. So maybe I should have put that like a more expensive living affinity on my Paxel here, because this will still be good for like village rooms, right? Like vein mining a bunch of them next to each other is still faster than opening them up, but you're less likely to have that. That is not what I meant to do, but I guess I'll use it for real quick. I gotta remember in scavenger vaults we can use the mana shield rampage for just like tough POIs. That feels like a zombie elite, but there is living up there. It is a zombie elite. This would be a perfect thing to use it against, but of course it's on cooldown. Well, don't hurt me too much. Very fragile. Fortunately, these guys are all not tier 2, so Axe will make short work of those. Oh, just missed it. Okay. Was the sizzle fizzle, though, which is good. I feel like I had a thing I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was. I know my brain's like, you forgot to say something, you know? Hate that feeling. I'm sure I'll remember what it is like a week from now. Classic brain. Okay. Yeah, the Omega items are really tough. Let's keep going east here. Get that soul shard going. Okay, good. We don't really need more gilded, but I would like more jewels. And we're getting to that point of we're probably not going to finish this. Don't mind the creeper exploding, just not near the chests, please. Excuse me. do that, just in case they spawn in. We got there, though. That speed is definitely helping us out quite a bit. Got an Omega Gilded. Omega Gilded, but not an Omega Living. Though now that we're after this vault in particular, after prioritizing so many livings, we're gonna really have enough here, I'm sure, for backpacks. We do need these technically. It looks like creepers don't actually kill coin piles, which is good to know. Just get rid of that real quick. See if we would even get the bangle that we would need. Pretty good chance, I feel like. Got a lot of rolls. But it is tough. It is tough. So watching. Oh, I think that was it. I was watching Iskall's stream this morning. Nice. I saw an item list of what's going in your inventory. So good when you're insta-mining. So good when you're insta-mining. You can keep track of like what scavenger items are going in your inventory. Absolutely, I'm going to love that when that's implemented. I'm not sure what patch that's coming in, but I can't wait for it. It's going to be really good. It might even be a standalone mod that I could install myself, but I'll wait for the update. But yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so we just need this creeper out here, and that's cool, but unlikely to happen. Okay, let's move on to here. But still possible, you know. It just takes one POI and one lucky chest, you know. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I feel pretty good about our loot, so like we'll just spend our last 4 minutes here looking for us as an ore room. We'll just spend our last 4 minutes here looking for living chests. Love to get a trinket too. Haven't got a trinket in a while, and we didn't get a trinket scrap back from our last one, which is unfortunate. Wooden, or and/or coin, wooden. Okay. Gotta go north again. I can't turn left. We're at the always turn left stage here. Okay. I gotta think of some more shorts as well. That's what I'm kind of behind on right now, and they'll come when I get time. You know, I'm not worried about like being super on time with shorts every week. You know. We'll get him when we get him. Right, come on, get lucky. Darn. It's okay. That is A-okay. There's some gilded here. We'll go for some... jewels here. Rude, to be honest. Probably gonna spawn again by the time we're done with this. Oh, that's so rude. All that work for a trap chest. Classic. Alright. Check the old compass here. Which way did it go? Came from the south. West here by one? I think I'll be west here by one. Maybe not. Well, we'll keep going left out of here. Or worst thing happens is we go around the long way and have to eat a couple kiwis or something. We put this in our actual hotbar. Ah, here we go. We're good. All right, we're good. I forgot this was the Xbox spot in the last room. Nice. All right. Let's get out of here. We got some good stuff going. Got a lot of good loot. We got some shields to roll. We've got, yeah, a couple things heading in our direction here. Could grab sand while we're here. I think we got a couple hundred though, so I think we should be all right. So, GG's, not bad. 7,000 experience. So you see, look how much more experience we need to get to level 52. It's such a sink. I love it. I love how it increases like that. So like the level progression will be a little bit slower from now on. 110 chest trap, 110 chests looted there. A couple of which were of course trapped. Let's go ahead and do this. Make sure you're functioning as intended. Put those up in there. I don't know if I had any vault gold in here, so we might have actually gotten a vault gold from that, which would be interesting. Ooh, just got away with that guy. All right, well, we'll have to repair that going in our next one there. All right, you know the deal by now. I will see you for the looting phase. All right, here we are, looting phase. Oh, let's go. I mean, there was no wars to break, so that's really all we got. We got these 2 jewels, not very good. They're definitely gonna get. Well, the rarity might be okay. We might save that just because. We have a lot of rarity, though. We could go for, like, a full rarity set, which would be interesting. Not really sure how much that would give us. But let's go ahead and roll these. And that jewel can definitely be recycled. Okay, how'd we do here? No and no. Okay. We'll still have that set up to automatically always go back in here, but, like, yeah. We'll grab all those out. Let's grab that out. Let's do, I wanted to check to see if there are any jewels in here. We do have jewels in here. Okay. And those are going to get recycled as well. We can also craft jewels, which could be interesting. Might be worthwhile. See what we can get from there. I did forget about doing that. So it's silver ingots. Okay. Vault bronze, which is we got, and then gemstones, which we got. Okay, let's do that, and then we'll maybe unlock our backpacks as well. So let's see how much of this silver we can make. We used up all of our wood to die. Oops. I didn't realize we had that much silver. Holy smokes. We still have more silver. All right, we'll have to go for a mining trip at some point. Well, I guess we can at least craft a lot of these. Okay, gemstones and then bronze, a large amount. Okay. Place, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Place those. All right. Just keep crafting until I can't craft anymore. And we're looking for big money, no whammies. We'll get quite a few out of this. Recycling is definitely worth it. Okay. So that's as many as I can go. Let's see if we got any good ones here. No. That's pretty good. Wouldn't Affinity Soulbound's actually decent? I think. We'll keep it for now. Perfect Jewel. Living Affinity, Pulverizing, Trap Disarm Durability. Not great. I just don't want any of those things together. Yeah, what a bummer of a Perfect Jewel. We'll keep that because it's right on the cusp. Definitely no. Definitely no. Okay. It's too big of a size. That's 53, but it is 5.3 mining speed. We'll see. No. No. Way too big. So another Perfect Jewel. 15 for Ornate, Shoveling, Durability. I mean, just for Ornate plus Durability and Soulbound is interesting. No. No. If you look at this as using both of them, this is within limits. This would be good for like our overall Paxel that does everything. So maybe. Yeah. Wooden affinity and mining speed. Again, another one. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but it was right on the cusp. So I have to say that's right on the cusp. Again, good for coin affinity and item rarity, which I do kind of want on our things, like our coin affinity tool. Okay, let's get rid of that and keep this one. Nah. 34 for 1.7. I don't know if that's worth. That's probably worth. Yeah, that's probably worth as well. I do think I'm going to put this on the hammer right away. I think that'll be interesting. So 3.8 copiously. Get that to 5. That'd be pretty sweet. Just for the extra chance there. This may end up being just trash. Oh well, you know. Only we lost was jewels. All right, let's go put these away. So we got a 22. Makes up for using ours a little bit. So I think I am going to keep. Let's get rid of that one. Keep about 3 or 4 of each of those. Then we'll keep the doubles down in the bottom here. That seems right to me. Oh, I guess coin affinity would go here, right? Hello, Nyla. God, it's not very good. I'll keep it as a backup. As a backup. Again, I don't love that. But was I keeping coin affinity somewhere else? No, that's all I have for coin affinity. Got it. Okay. And then we've got axing. Yeah, axing plus that. Item quantity. It's a double. This is also a double for this guy. And then vanilla immortality. Because I don't need too much speed on my vanilla tool, if I'm being totally honest. I actually really don't like a ton of speed. Like I like being out of control, especially when you have A miner. So yeah. All right, let's get our gems back out and craft 1 or 2 more. I think it's not gonna be too many more. No. Okay. All right. A bit of a bummer, but what are you going to do? Not going to worry about it. Okay, that's good to go. I do think I'm going to unlock backpacks, though. So let's get our knowledge stars out here. Got quite a few. Time we spent that money. Spent the knowledge essence. Shards, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get this. These are held. I love our drawers so very much. I don't want to do that all the way, though. I want to get just enough here because we do want to save some. So this is going to be 8 and then 10. So 18 total. So I need 14 total. Okay, which we should have enough for. Beautiful. And more to spare. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, this is going to be satisfying. And I probably should have done this sooner, if I'm being honest. This is 11. Was that one a +3? I missed it. Okay, fair. Well, we can afford that. We can afford that. We still have... How much was there? 44? Is that enough for 5? And I know we have enough Benny and enough of that, so... Yeah, we still have enough for 5, which is just kind of wild to think about, but we really don't have to do anything for these guys, honestly. This is nice, but like the big backpack can act as a junk management system. So we're basically done with the looting, which is pretty cool. But yeah, definitely a big mod at some point. Definitely Kajurium at some point. I know it's 15, but like that is worthwhile. That can get some cool farms going, you know, and just always make sure we can go into a vault, you know. Refined storage at some point for sure. Modular routers. I know I'm letting myself be intimidated by this mod. I should not be. I need to get that going at some point as well. But yeah. Let's upgrade this one first because I care the least about losing that one. Or losing stuff from this one. Let me make sure I take out these, I think. But I think this will... Keep everything? Yeah. So that'll do that. And we have infinite more room here, of course. We can also make the higher tier stack upgrades here. And the feeding up. How hard is the feeding upgrade? I'm sure that's not... That's really not that hard. Okay. Peace play from backpacks with... More options for when food gets fed to player. Oh, interesting. It's not really that much more expensive. All right, I mean, this is what I want. For sure. How close are we? Pretty close. Let's go ahead and do... Oh, it's compressed vault meat. How interesting. I needed 6 more? Kind of makes sense. Or packed vault meat, rather. Okay. One of those should be no problem whatsoever. Okay, feeding upgrade. And then I think I could just do this. I'm not really sure what the difference is. I probably should have looked, but that is A-okay. Where do I want to get fed from? Probably this still. Just because the filters are there. Okay. Let's pick up this. I can never remember whether... All right, let's get the important things out. I don't care if I lose potions. I'm pretty sure this keeps its inventory here. I think it's because it's died. I think that's the problem with it. Do I want to make a junk bag? Because I could theoretically start looting into these. Or we could just start, like, we could just make 2 bags. One that always picks up the... I think you can have it prioritized so it'll always pick up the scavenger items, and then we can... I don't know. Let's just see. Let's just see. All right, let's try. Ooh, that one looks cool. Yeah, it does keep the inventory. I thought it did, but I wasn't 100%, you know? All right, feeding upgrade. Let's go ahead and do... We don't need these guys anymore. Now, these were only looted. But I think the carrots are cheaper and easier to do this with. So let's go back here. Memory settings, get rid of that. Okay, and then we go to... feeding upgrades. That. Match item. Match mod. Match tags. Match items, probably good. Feed player when hurt. Feed player immediately when hurt, ignores hunger settings when player is not at max health. Only feed player if hungry enough to not waste any hunger. I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't care about wasting. I'd rather do that and just not worry about it. Always have that saturation going for Overworld and then never miss a beat in the vault. Sounds good to me. So I could put scavenger items in here if we wanted to. Now that we have enough room here, it's not a bad idea. Now we can upgrade these to big backpacks. But it takes an echo pog, which does require that perfect echo gem. I'm pretty sure I can afford the pogs. The question is that worthwhile? I don't know if that's worthwhile. I really just wanted that feeding upgrade. Because these are quite big. I don't think that's going to be worthwhile for right now. I think we're going to save that as that. I'm going to put these away. Along with all those. Is this still going to hold all the stuff we break? Like, I'm tempted to remove all of the stuff from here. Slap another advanced upgrade in there, or another stack upgrade in there. And then just have this pick up everything. like actual legitimately everything that we would mine. And then do we even need to worry about like having a sickle at that point, you know? I don't even know. It's an interesting choice. Interesting choice there for sure. All right, let's go ahead and flush these. I love that these are like not next to each other. And do we want to upgrade this guy as well? Because there's a ton of extra room in this. I mean, it is for gear and for jewels. We could also make this one gear, jewels, and pick up everything else and make this into a, a small bag as well. I don't know if it's going to prioritize that, though. Guess we could try. I mean, it costs us a pog, right? Like, whatever. You know? Like we legitimately only have this as a use for pogs right now. So I think I'm going to do that. I am going to see what happens with the upgrade in there. It should stay. It does. All right, so you don't have to worry about taking stuff out when you upgrade, which is nice. Okay. And then I could have this just be on block, and maybe we block a certain, a couple items there. But this just picks up everything. The problem with that is, I just don't know what gets prioritized here. We'll have to do some experimenting next time we run a vault. Is like, what gets prioritized? Does the thing with the filter get prioritized, or what? Is there an advanced pickup upgrade? There is an advanced pickup upgrade. Let's see what that's about. It's not that expensive. What are you about? Well, I literally have another one. Okay. What are you about? Match item, ignore MBT. Match mod is interesting. So we could legit have this one be all of the vault stuff. So you always have room for vault stuff. Match durability. Interesting. Like, or like have multiple mods in there. Like have it be like. I feel like I remember Pete doing this for a little while. I just don't know. I wish there was like a priority setting instead of like doing it that way. We'll have to mess with this. I'm curious to see what happens to it in the vault. We'll have to mess with it. But upgrades. We do have this and this. So let's go ahead and do that guy. It's so nice being able to craft. Yeah, I think we can afford that without having to worry about like other random junk. Okay, so we're actually out of Larimar. But we still have these, which I don't think that needs anything. I would like that to go there. It's gonna make that just hold so much for us. And then I think this has always been good. And then I wouldn't say no to having one on there. If we go for... I'm going to replace this guy so we can mess with that. If we go for... Oh, interesting. You do tags, too. I wonder if there's like a... I wonder if you could do, like, block as a tag. Minecraft logs. What about like sandstone, or sand? What is that? Botania disposable. What? Interesting. And forge sandstone is the tag on there. Looks like you can add kind of infinite tags though. Like what happens if I add cobblestone tags to this? Forge cobblestone. And like, does that have any extra tags? I guess you could theoretically go through all those. I wonder if like this would care about that. Match any of the tags. Huh. Again, some experimentation will have to happen for this one. not 100% on that. But we have bigger spaces now, which is nice, for sure. Yeah, and we could theoretically get rid of all these if we have just like a dump bag. I'll have to look up how people are doing that. But they should function just the same as looting and letting things go back into their inventories, all that good stuff. At 330 here, it's like that picked up everything. I'll pick up everything, so I don't know. 669. Nah. We'll buy. I haven't crafted magnets in a while either. Could grab that. Yeah, I'll grab that. I like how cheap they made the Volt Diamonds. I think we'll grab the silk, though. Definitely grab the silk there. It's a skill shard. Pretty good. Boots are kind of expensive there. Just going to grab the cheapest of those. There's a full skill orb. That actually might be worth kind of trying to grind for, which would be kind of cool. So, okay, not too bad. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted there. But YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. This is a YouTube exclusive, so thanks for all of your epic support, all the watch time. I really do appreciate that. Remember, you can watch these at your own pace. There's a full playlist. Don't feel like you have to watch these daily. I really do appreciate those who are sticking around for this entire playthrough. Have some daily content for you. There'll be new stuff in the future. I'm not sure when that is. There will be new stuff in the future, though. But for now, it's just Vault Hunters as we go forward here. There are other channels. We have the Prismatic Seal League channel. So if you like Magic the Gathering, we're doing a little bit of a Commander League. There is the Deadpine FPS, which is Escape from Tarkov. So check those out as well. The Deadpine FPS is really close to getting partnered as well, or monetized. So that'd be kind of cool to have 2 monetized YouTube channels going, because that's really just... I'd rather make money off of adverts than, you know, all of your hard-earned money. Just supporting by watching is my favorite way of supporting. So, so yeah, go sub to that channel so we can get that monetized if you want to support a little bit more. And that's all good stuff, you know? So thanks so much for tuning in. It's a really fun episode. I'm really looking forward to being post-level 50. We're going to keep looting. Hopefully by the time we run out of crystals, the patch will be out and Core Suit will be in the raw vaults. Again, let me know in the comments if you know anything about that. I genuinely don't. I don't know if I have the time to sift through the Discord and find out. I guess I could ask, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Drop sub on the channel if you're new. I'd love to have you back, and we'll catch you next one. Bye-bye.